Minute and talk about Christian Wood. This guy has been a modern professional for coming into a year in which there were questions about his character issues and just locker room presence, right? Now, Christian Wood defended it and said, hey, I was sticking up for teammates. I would do it all over again. That's the kind of person I am. I am a team guy. And so far with the Lakers, he has shown exactly that. He has backed up the actions of his words. This guy was promised a major role, an opportunity to potentially even move into the starting lineup, and instead he's gotten nothing but inconsistency, completely fallen out of the rotation at times, getting DNP after DNP, and just sticks with it. And every time he plays, he gives us a solid game in limited roles and at limited minutes, right? Like, great example. Look at that Clippers game. He was fantastic in that Clippers game. Off the bench in 16 minutes. He only got 16 minutes. He put up 9 points, going 4 or 6 from the field and 1 or 2 from 3. He grabbed 10 boards and also contributed with 2 blocks in 16 minutes of play. He has been more productive for the Lakers in limited minutes than most guys have on a regular basis with significant minutes, like 30 plus minutes. One of the things that really bothered me was late in the game, Darvin Ham taking him out, right? You should have stuck with him because, Ivica Zubac was out there just dominating the offensive glass, but he wasn't when Christian Wood was out there. Christian Wood was doing an excellent job, making him work, making things difficult. He was a rebounding machine against the Clippers. This is now the second time that the Lakers have played the Clippers. Both times they won, and both times Christian Wood was a huge impact and a part of that. This guy just, again, continues to provide. I better never see this guy have another DNP for the rest of his tenure with the Lakers. They should be, they should just start him just as hey, I'm a sorry, right? The guy has really proven himself with this Laker roster. Again, you look at the last 10 games even, right? So you go back to December 20th. He basically didn't play from December 20th to December 28th. He did have a game against Chicago where he played 1 minute. Yeah, a game against Minnesota, which he played 4 minutes. Again, how are you supposed to get any type of production in that time? So basically, from December 20th till the 28th, he didn't play any minutes really. Then he came back for the Charlotte game, and that's where the stretch came, right? He played 23 minutes in the Charlotte game, went 3 of 4 from the field with 9 points, grabbed 5 rebounds, 4 assists. The next game in Minnesota, he played 13 minutes, and in 13 minutes, he gave you 7 points, 2 of 4 from the field, 5 rebounds. Then in New Orleans, he had a rough game, 25 minutes, 3 points, 1 of 4 from the field, 5 rebounds, 1 assist. And then you look at the Miami game, 24 minutes, 13 points, 5 of 10 from the field, 8 rebounds, 3 assists. Then you look at the Memphis game, 16 minutes, gave you 11 points, 3 of 5 from the field, 5 rebounds. And then lastly, the Clipper game, in which he played 16 minutes, gave you 9 points, 10 rebounds. So basically, thus far, in an average of 19 minutes per game on the season, he is averaging 7.2 points, shooting 48% from the field, grabbing 6 rebounds and an assist. The guy has more than earned quality minutes. I don't know why he fell out of the rotation. Doesn't make any sense. We were talking about that when it was happening in real time. The guy is doing everything he can and has been one of the more consistent guys in limited minutes. But also, how can you expect this guy to do anything majorly impactful when it's so inconsistent, right? How can a guy get into a rhythm or a proper rhythm and show what he is capable of truly doing when you never give him a proper opportunity, right? Christian Wood, he wasn't able to work out pretty much all offseason because the Lakers signed him 2 weeks before the season began, before preseason, right? So he basically came in, and the only type of work that he got was training camp. So, of course, it was going to take him time to find a rhythm, to kind of get into a groove here, right? He was one of the more prominent signings, which made sense. I mean, you looked at him and it was like, dude, even just last year with Dallas, he, in 26 minutes of play, gave you 17 points, 7.5 rebounds, 1.8 assists, and averaged a steal and a block. And he's doing it for the Lakers this year. All right, again, in 19 minutes, he's giving you basically 7 points, 5 or 6 rebounds, 1 assist, 1 steal, 1 block. And he's doing it on basically 5 field goal attempts per game, right? He's not able to knock down the occasional 3. And the utilization of him has been awful, right? I mean, more times than not, he's just been relegated to being a 3-and-D style player. That's not his game, right? So not only did this guy not have proper training throughout the offseason, which every team that wanted him knew that was going to happen, because you got to remember, he's a free agent. So it's not like he could go to the Dallas facility and go work out. It wasn't like he could go to the Laker facility and go work out. No, he's a free agent. So he had to, do things at his local Y or his local gym, or, if he has a gym at his own house, whatever, right? So you have that. He comes in trying to get his feet under him, gets no consistency, is all over the place with minutes, but has monster game, even early in the season, right? Like that Suns game where he clamped up Kevin Durant and stuff like that, right? Like he more times than not this season, in games that he has played, he has been fantastic given the circumstances and given the minimal role, right? I'm not saying he hasn't had bad games. He has had bad games, but everyone has bad games. I don't care about the bad games. I care about what are you doing game in and game out and consistency-wise, right? Somebody like Taurean Prince. I stick up for Taurean Prince all the time because the guy's been the most consistent player we've had this year, right? He has the occasional bad game, but he bounces right back, right? And yeah, he's not a 20-point-a-game scorer, but that's not his role. That's not what he's supposed to be, right? Same thing with Christian Wood. I will defend Christian Wood till I'm blue in the face because this guy gets no consistency, had no real offseason workout. He's constantly in and out of the lineups. He doesn't know what day he's going to play, what day he's not. He doesn't know what his role is. You're utilizing him just terribly the entire time. This guy, the whole point of Christian Wood was that, this is a guy that could go give you 17-6 or 17-8, right? On any given night, could have that occasional game where he goes off for 25 or whatever, right? A guy that you can dump the ball down to at times and let him just go to work and go get you a bucket because he's a mismatch more times than not for guys that are defending him, right? Because you put somebody on that's too small, he'll just go bully him. And then if you put somebody that's, 7 feet or whatever on him, he's usually able to just blow by him, right? So you get a guy that you could throw down on a little block, let him go to work, run some pick and pop action, run some pick and roll action, and by the way, he can shoot from 3, right? He's a guy that for his career shoots, 38% from 3-point range. That was the idea. Not, he can shoot from 38% from 3-point range and occasionally go on the block. No, that's not his game. His game was supposed to be interior, and he has that special factor where he can shoot from the outside, not the opposite. And there are so many times where we go on these scoring droughts, and the Lakers just really struggle to score the basketball. And we have guys like Rui and Christian Wood out there, right? And instead of hey, we're in a slump right now, we can't generate any type of offense, why don't we put Christian Wood on the block, feed him the basketball, and let him go to work, and let him just try to generate a bucket or hit a mid-range or draw some contact and get to the foul line? Same thing with a guy like Rui Hachimura. It's dude, Rui Hachimura might be our best mid-range shooter. Well, Anthony Davis has been really good this year. So, so Rui's been one of our best mid-range shooters, right? And is a mismatch again for most guys defending him. And it's you could put Rui on the block, dump the ball down to him. You have 2 guys that you could just generate offense with and not have to work hard. And we almost never do that, ever. Right? If it's not Anthony Davis, it's just it's unfathomable to think like, oh, let's put Christian Wood on the block and let him go to work. Let's let him generate some offense, right? Like, there have been stretches where they do that, but I think that they need to do that so much more. I really do believe Christian Wood, even in 16 minutes a game, right? Because he's averaging basically 7 points a game in 16 minutes. I think if you, in that 16 minutes, made him more of a focal point offensively and put him in a successful position, again, not just standing, I'm not saying he can't ever stand out on the perimeter and shoot threes, right? Because you're trying to spread the floor or whatever. But if if he's getting, what is he getting? He's getting like 6 attempts per game shooting the basketball this season. He's getting 5 attempts per game, 5.3. So, and he's taking half of those are threes. 2.4 of them are threes. So he's only taking 2.5 attempts. If you put that down to 1, so if you gave Christian Wood basically 6 attempts per game and like 4 or 5 of those was on the block, I guarantee you this guy would be over 10 points. Easily. Because again, that's his game. I mean, this guy could easily give you double digits every single night, average nearly a double-double every single night if you put him in proper position and you give him a real opportunity. I mean, again, the guy's averaging 7 and 6 a game in an inconsistent role with no real, like, day-to-day understanding. He has no real rhythm, no real flow to his game right now because, again, we're not utilizing him correctly and he doesn't have consistency. So imagine if we gave that to him. Imagine how impactful Christian Wood could be. Christian Wood really deserves more opportunity and more love. Like, and it's weird because he's kind of like a Darvin Ham guy, right? Like, they have a relationship from Milwaukee. I don't know what it is, right? But I should never see Christian Wood not get any playing time ever again, right? And more likely than not, the Lakers are going to make a trade. And if they make a trade, I do think Christian Wood will get more opportunity because more likely than not, they're going to end up unloading like a Rui and stuff like that. So maybe that'll kind of open things up for Wood, and then maybe he'll actually get a real opportunity to shine. But he's been excellent on both sides of the basketball. Defensively, he's been very solid this year, and been a deterrent in the time that he's in there. He's getting after it. He's hustling. He's one of the few guys that's giving you, effort and energy on a regular basis. He's defending out on the perimeter at times. Like, the guy's doing everything you could ask for and more. And I just want to see him get some consistency. So hopefully that continues going forward. Hopefully he can continue to get, 16 to 20 minutes a game. That would be nice. And I'm rooting for him. But anyway, as always, this is a discussion, so I pass the question on to you. Let me know your thoughts and opinions down in the comments below. What do you think? How do you feel about Christian Wood? Do you love what he's doing this season for the Lakers? Do you want to see more from him? Do you agree with my points? Do you disagree with my points? Again, however you feel, whatever your thoughts are, I would love to hear it. So let me know down in the comments below. That being said, like this video, hit that like button. Helps me out a lot. Lets me know you enjoy these types of videos, and I truly appreciate it. If you're not subscribed to the channel, hit that subscribe button. Turn on the bell notifications. Appreciate y'all. See you in the next one. Thank you.